Today, we are moving on to revealed preference theory. We saw earlier how an individual's preferences could be represented by a series of indifference curves. And we saw how these preferences, given their budget constraints, determined the choices made by the consumer. In revealed preference theory, we are trying to determine the preferences of the consumer based on his choice. Have a look at this figure. We can see two budget constraints here, L1 and L2. Here, as you can see, the budget line L1 has two market baskets, A and B, and budget line L2 has also two market baskets, B and D. Forget budget line L2 for the moment and suppose that an individual faces the budget constraint given by line L1 and he chooses market basket A. The individual could have purchased market basket B since it lies on the same budget line, but he didn't purchase it. We can say that A is preferred to B. So here A is preferred to B as we assumed, even though both of these market baskets demands the same level of income. We cannot make a direct comparison between baskets A and D because D is not on L1. But suppose the relative prices of food and clothing change and the new budget line is L2. When we reach budget line L2, we can see that the price of clothing has increased and the price of food has fallen. At L2, the market baskets are B and D, and suppose that the consumer prefers B over D because D lies on budget line L2 and was not chosen. B is preferred to D. Earlier, we saw that A was preferred to B and now B is preferred to D. Due to the assumption of transitivity, because A is preferred to B and B is preferred to D, we conclude that A is preferred to D. As we saw, if an individual facing budget line L1 chose market basket A rather than market basket B, A is revealed to be preferred to B. Likewise, the individual facing budget line L2 chooses market basket B, which is then revealed to be preferred to market basket D. Note that if a consumer chooses one market basket over another and if the chosen market basket is more expensive than the alternative, then the consumer must prefer the chosen market basket. I'll explain this further. Here, the market basket A is preferred to all of the baskets that appear in the blue shaded areas. This is because we have already explained earlier that A is preferred to both B and D. However, because both food and clothing are good goods rather than bad goods, all baskets that lie in the pink shaded area in the rectangle above and to the right of A are preferred to A. Thus, the indifference curve passing through A must lie in the unshaded area. That is because the pink area represents all the market baskets which are strictly preferred to A and A is strictly preferred to the blue area. This is because the blue area represents the choices which are inferior to A. So, the indifference curve of A must lie between these shaded areas. Now consider this figure and here there are two more budget lines drawn, L3 and L4. At L3, as compared to L2, we can see that the price of clothing has fallen and the price of food has gone up. At L3, there are two market baskets available, E and A. And suppose the consumer prefers E over A. Here, E was chosen even though A was equally expensive and lies on the same budget line. E is preferred to A and all the points in the rectangle above and to the right of E are also preferred to A. Here, E is said to be revealed preferred to A. Suppose individual moves to the budget line L4 where the price of clothing has gone up and the price of food has fallen. In L4, there are two market baskets A and G. Suppose that the individual chooses market basket G. Here, G is said to be revealed preferred to A. Because G was chosen and A was not, G is preferred to A and All the market baskets above and to the right of G are also preferred to A. This is because ICs are convex. So, all the market baskets above the points A, E, and G must be preferred to A. Therefore, the indifference curve that passes through A must strictly lie in the unshaded area, and that is not on the pink area or the blue area. The revealed preference approach is valuable because it is a means of checking whether individual choices are consistent with the assumptions of consumer theory. And also, this analysis can help us understand the implications of choices that consumers must make in particular circumstances. I hope this concept is clear. Thank you.